Alright, so I'm actually going to pull out another card here. Let's see what we have. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so that's upright, so satisfactory. So let's start at the beginning. So we have 4 wands total, 4 wand energy total. So we have the first one, which is the Seven of Wands, and traditionally in this situation, I feel that you feel very burdened in the past. You feel like you might feel like you don't have other people's support, that you're fighting, you're going against the tide, and you have to fight very hard. And I feel like things are gonna turn this month, in that you can put it down. You don't have to be on the defense. I feel like your luck is turning this month. Also, we're towards the end of that Capricorn cycle too, with January rolling in, and I feel that this new year might bring, better luck for you, just because you're tired of the fighting and you want to find peace, physical or inner peace. Um, the Ace of Cups is also in reverse, appearing next to the Seven of Wands. And the Ace of Cups promises emotional abundance, where you're overflowing. And sometimes it could also denote like a new love situation that's coming in, or the start of a new relationship. It is also in reverse. So I feel like this is, you are fighting very hard to maintain the relationships in your life. And towards this month, you might feel like, you're getting ready, you're just going to give up. You're getting ready to put down that wand and stop fighting. Just because you realize that the other people are not reciprocating, the other people are not putting in the effort as well. So I know it's a damper energy for the beginning of the month, but at the same time, it brings about inner peace, I feel, in that you can assess the situation, you can understand other people's roles and their motives in this, and then you can, let that go and put down your wand and stop fighting. The next card is very good. It is the Ten of Pentacles, which promises material and emotional abundance. And I feel like it's a family completion type of card. You have 10 of them. And the old man here, he's happy. The couple they're happy. The 2 dogs are happy, and they're pretty well off. They have material abundance. On top of that, there seems to be the young and old. Everyone is taken care of. The little child in the corner, and he's happy. So it's a whole completion cycle, and it's material and also emotional and spiritual abundance with this card. So I feel like you're gonna stop fighting, even though the Ace of Cups is in reverse earlier, and you want this grand gesture of love, and just you want someone to come to you and proclaim how much they love you. And I feel like it's not coming, but at the same time, the proof is already there. So I feel like you don't really need that proclamation, out loud, because look at everything that's around you. You have the people that love you. So, you have everything you need here to reaffirm that. You don't need an additional sign, I feel. The next card is the Tower. The Tower is in reversed. And I feel like, right off the heel of the Ten of Pentacles card, I feel like this is something that might have happened in the past. I don't feel that it's this energy for this month, just because the month is so lighthearted and prosperous with a lot of wands. I feel like this energy is definitely something that happened in the past. Maybe in the past month. Maybe there were catastrophic news that, shook your foundation, and you don't know how to move forward. But in this situation, the Tower is in reverse. So I feel like it's definitely something that happened last month or recently that you've come to terms with, and you know how to forge a new path ahead. And you're, even though this might not have been resolved, but the fact that the news is out in the open, then you know that at least there's nothing you can do, either that, so you come to terms with it, or you have found solutions already that are still in the works that you need to flush out So, and speaking of flushing out, they're basically being flushed out of the tower by fire. So I feel like this catastrophic news might have happened like last month in Sagittarius, which would be a bummer for you around your birthday. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so I feel like you're overcoming this, or you've found ways to cope with this where it's not going to affect you on an emotional and spiritual level. And because all around you is abundance, so don't let this energy interfere with it. And I feel like you've got your head on straight. You're not going to let this get in the way. So the next one we have is Four of Wands, and it is also a celebration as well, and also a very stable home. I feel it's almost like a marriage card, like a big celebration regarding a family, like a reunion or something regarding the completion, coming full circle with the home front. You have the Four Wands with the wreaths and laurels, and the castle in the back. The women are happy; they're celebrating. It's in the upright position as well, so you have this great energy, and I feel like coupled with this card too, it might be a family situation that have troubled you in the past, but now people are coming around to your way of thinking, and they're showing you how devoted they are with the wands. The wands shows passion, and also being straightforward and being honest. And the pentacles, just the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like the home life should be incredibly happy and welcoming for you this month. um, The next card that is right next to the Four of Wands is the King of Wands, and he is shown up in reverse. So as a Sagittarius, I feel that in this situation, this could be you, and or this could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. But so if you have somebody like that, I would imagine it would be in a home situation, like someone you're living with, or someone who's in your family that you're dealing with extensively. If this energy is you, and let me go ahead and read this as if it were you, because it is underneath the Ace of Cups. So I feel like the Ace of Cups, whatever you're hoping, that emotional renewal, or that emotional proclamation from the rooftop from somebody that you care about, is not coming in. Therefore, you've become this very deflated person. You're no longer exhibiting the positive qualities and characteristics of a Sagittarius, where they're carefree, they're very spiritual, and and they're very they're extremely well, careless, but at the same time, well-meaning but careless. They're just free-spirited. So I feel like that energy, that side of you, is being dampened because the emotional connection, or the emotional proclamation you're hoping for, is not coming in. So you feel like a little deflated. And on top of that, the Hangman. The Hangman is in the upright position. So I feel like there's something troubling you, and you're retreating within yourself to find like enlightenment. You're looking at things from a different angle, to find a solution to it, which is good, which is a great thing to do. And as a Sagittarius, it's great to turn inward, because I feel like Sagittarius don't spend enough time to do introspection. So I think this is a good opportunity for you to do that. And it's unfortunate that the Tower has to happen for you to do this. But I feel like you will, in fact, reach enlightenment. And the next one is the Six of Cups in reverse, and it's coming up right behind the Hangman. The Six of Cups upright is it's a soulmate connection. It's a connection from lifetimes past, or somebody that from your past that you have a very positive and just a very surreal and sincere emotional connection with. And in the reverse position, I feel that you might be dwelling on this a little too much. The Hangman, he has his halo, he has the spiritual faculty to basically find enlightenment. But I feel it's kind of hampered by this Six of Cups, in that you're reflecting too much about the past rather than forging forward, because Sagittarius are very good at forgetting things, like leaving things in the past and just moving on. I feel like Sagittarius tread very lightly through life, so they have outbursts and then they get over it. But in this situation, there is a lot of dwelling on the past, a lot of yearning for that, for better days that passed, yearning for that childhood state in which you're carefree and there were less troubles. So you're looking at that, and you're very nostalgic about achieving that again. You really want that. But the reality is we can't turn back time. So that's why it's showing up in the reverse, to signal to you, to let it go. So as much as we all want to live in the carefree days without a lot of problems in our lives, it's also important for us to be realistic about things and to live in the present, because you have so much abundance and love and celebration around you that it would be a shame for you to waste this month, if not this year, to dwell on this state that we can never go back to. As beautiful and as blissful as it was, it's a fantasy, and it's making you lose your sense of balance and perspective. And it's fine to do that once in a while, to reminisce, but don't dwell on it. Just be very extremely thankful what you have, because you do have a lot, and it shows here that you do have a lot in terms of material wealth, but you're just yearning for this spiritual and emotional connection that others are not giving to you, and that the universe, you feel, is not bestowing upon you, when the universe is giving you a lot, quite a lot to be thankful for. On an end note here, we have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a fire sign coming in, so this might signify a new love coming into your life as well. So it could be a man or a woman exhibiting the fire signs, the Leo, the Aries, or the Sagittarius. He's in the upfront position, so generally fire signs are very trustworthy, so you don't have to fear about this. I'm going to pull out another card just to see, give me more insight, and this is great, perfect timing actually. So I feel like he's rushing in, and this might be the start of a new relationship, because the Two of Cups is that spiritual union, that emotional spiritual union between two people. It is also a soulmate card. So this is another soulmate card, but it's in the reverse. So you were pining for something that can never be. When this man is coming in and he's promising this, so like I said, throughout the month, you're pining for that love, that great love, that, the type that you can shout from the rooftop. And towards the end of the month, he's actually coming in and he's giving you that type of love, that type of support. So I feel like if this is a love relationship, it's going to be splendid. If it is not a love relationship, then at least it's an emotional rapport that will just please you, without end. Like, this is everything that you've been wanting to this month, and you were pining after, and it's finally coming in the end of the month. And I'm so glad I pulled this card, because this is a great card for you guys.